Action. Slower, yeah. Slower, nice. Nice. Kamala. All right. This was supposed to be the first scene. When you look at the treatment, like this is like something that appears first. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Look and Feel, and I'm going to be breaking down the visual effects of the latest music video from Omega 256. So when I came up with this concept and the idea, I was thinking of how abstract can we get? Nice, Khalid, nice. And action. Slower, yeah. Slower, nice. This was supposed to be the first scene. When you look at the treatment, like this is like something that appears first, but actually it's not what shows first in the video. Because in the video what we have is a portrait of the fox holding a son when he's actually coming down into his hands. The second scene in the video is that scene where you see the artist floating in a bulb. So the idea was to have her hold a red filament, because red is a color that represents love, for those who know. So this scene is just an abstract illustration of anything to do with light, power, and energy. These are the things I was looking at when I was coming up with this concept. So what I did, I just came up with a simple prompt to generate just a few, bulbs. I had to, do some little Photoshop here and there to make sure that things actually align. And then later in post, of course, I had to go into After Effects, and then I did some masking here and there, had the artist. This solo scene was set up in, I would say teal and orange, because I actually was working with a tungsten backlight, because I wanted to get that halo feel. So what we did was just come up with a very good fabric that was blue and a bit silky in the background. So we had the artist perform basically just in front of it. Sometimes when you're dealing with teal and orange, you have to know where you're getting the opposite of the other in terms of color. So if you're doing, let's say, the fabric, you can maybe have the artist put on an orange or red or brown, and then you can have the background in blue, green, that kind of thing. So when you're doing the final color grading, it's very easy to pull off the teal and orange kind of look. So how I actually came up with this idea was to show more of Omega trying to hold the sun in space. But then the execution was a bit tricky, because I had to maintain the positions of each person that is going to represent Omega in the actual composite. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This other scene where you see Omega sleeping, and then the cat was actually curled around her and the fox. We just had a woolen carpet where they actually slept. I just went to Gemini, just did some prompts to come up with, images. It gave me very, very many options. One that worked was actually this that you saw in the final video. We just had a palette. We filled it with some cotton just to come up with an idea of the sky. But it was tricky in execution, because I didn't want to do too much work in post. So I wasn't looking at actually, getting a lot of cloud layers so that I get the 3D movement and all that. And that's where the problem came in, because I had to split this background into 3-4 layers so that I could create a fake parallax, so that when you watch the video, you see that these guys are actually in 3D space. Omega, thank you. Khalid Chakawi. Anyone out there loving this and would love to learn more of how we do these videos that you get to see on TV, how we play with the green screen and do these funny tricks. Catch you up on the next one. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we'll just figure out what it will be when it comes up.